Good afternoon and welcome to video 1 of the Cattaraugus County Health Department Lab Information Systems Training Tutorials. In this first video we're going to look at the RFA, Request for Analysis, Sanitarian form. This form contains a Microsoft Office application, as do all the forms that make their way through the process. All of that code is actually stored here. This is all the code that's been written. Well, not all of it, but a good chunk of it. Anyway, long story short on all of this, how this works is when you actually submit or deliver results and they go to those folders, you're actually just making a copy of this whole workbook and all that code. Not the best way to do it, admittedly, and hopefully in the future we will be changing some of that. But right now that's how it's working, and that's sort of how it goes. And so you can see I can't just make a change to the set of code and things will work instantly, right? Because I have to make a change to those master spreadsheets and then they need to propagate themselves through the system. Anyway, back to the point. We're going to look at the RFA Sanitarian form. Two important fields. Nothing really here has changed, right? I do want to emphasize two things. One is this parcel tax map number. Ideally, this should be filled in, and it should be filled in with a correct parcel number. The reason that is because this is actually going to be connecting to databases and file structures, and we'll show you today how that does actually go to a file structure. And in the future, we'll be hoping to connect that data generated, and the back-end database will be hopefully be able to connect that to some other databases. Tax map number parcel ID is an excellent field for this kind of thing, an excellent index field. So please fill that in. If there's 10 houses, if there's 100 houses, if they have a parcel number with them, please fill that in. The other thing I want to point out is this field here. You have two choices. You used to have 3, now you have 2. It was decided that the fax choice would be eliminated. You can still enter a fax number if you needed to, and you could put it in the comments to send things that way. But we really discourage fax use. And so you have to make a choice here. And as you'll see as we propagate through, you'll see how this all works. In video 2, we're going to show you the U.S. Postal choice for the RFA lab staff. But in video 1, we're going to select email. Okay, really nothing has changed here. Just wanted to highlight those two fields for you, and then submit request for analysis. So what we just did is we made a copy of this workbook. All right, and we sent it to the place we always send it to, right? And it goes to the V drive, right? It goes to lab, it goes to request for analysis, and then the date, and there it is, right? Excellent. I've tried to eliminate this enable content button. I cannot figure out a way to do it. I apologize. You're going to go to lab input. So the lab does its thing now, and oh my gosh, look at that, they already have all their data is done. And you're going to deliver that sample result, right? So they click that button, and what happens? You can see this extra language that's put in down here if it is a positive of something. The result has been delivered to client. It shows you that the email has been sent. That email was sent to the email address listed in the customer information. You can enter multiple emails in that, and I probably should have mentioned this earlier, in there. However, please put a comma in between, and ideally a comma and a space. And the result, you guys are familiar with this, the result has been delivered to Sanitarian, and boom, it goes. There it goes. So really doesn't look much different, with the exception that the email gets automatically sent, and you'll see here that it was sent, right? It's 227 there. There it went. It went to my Yahoo account, right? And there's the PDF file. This PDF file was automatically created. Where does that PDF file get stored? That's the next question. So that PDF file actually gets stored on the machine called SD Olean. You see it up here, okay? And did you note that you saw there that the parcel ID was simply the number 2? Well, that number 2 folder was created in this directory structure, PSWIG PDFs completed, and you'll see there's that PDF. It's in there. And so if we go back, you know, if the parcel was already existing, that lab result will simply go straight into that. And the idea is when I finally find a little bit of time to get BSWIG up and running, you'll be able to open these folders by clicking on the parcel, and you can see all the lab results. And even better, you'll be connected to a related table that will come out of the lab that you could see all historical results. And I was fiddling with that a few months ago, and it's really not that hard to get set up, and we should be able to do that. Anyway, that's where those PDFs get sent for parcels with parcel numbers. Again, if the parcel number doesn't exist, it will create that folder for you if you enter this. Please enter this information. I do believe it is required, so please enter that. Thanks. All right. I think that ends this video 1, and I appreciate your time. Please talk amongst yourselves if you're having issues, and feel free to contact me. Thanks. Bye. Oh, watch video 2 and 3.